Hey folks, how's it going? This is Iron Seagull here, back with another discussion video. So, I've been just thinking about 2021 since the year is winding down, and I randomly remembered something that happened back in April that got me thinking that we would be getting a new world and a new occult this year. And that is from a SimGuru tweet. And, well, now that the year is nearly over, I'm still not really sure exactly what this was all about. The tweet in question comes from this thread started by SimGuru George on April 23rd. It's Friday. You can only play in one world until Monday morning. What world do you choose, and what lot do you start on? And SimGuru Frost, of course, replied saying, I choose Redacted. And then SimGuru George replies with, you know that Redacted only works if you are playing with Redacted Sims and the new Redacted. Back when I first speculated about this, I felt it was most likely that they were hinting at a new occult coming to the game soon, because it just kind of fits with the formula. You know that Magic Hollow only works if you are playing with Fairy Sims and the new fairy wand that teleports you to the new world. I don't know, just something along those lines. It just seemed like to me that the first Redacted was hinting at a new world, the second was hinting at a new kind of occult sim, and the third would be some sort of device or magic spell that would help set a call to get to the new world. Looking back at 2021, however, it seems very likely that this theory is wrong, because we only got one new world the whole year, and that was Henford-on-Bagley and Cottage Living. While fairies could have made sense with this pack, unfortunately, that did not happen, so Cottage Living does not really fit into that hint. Henford-on-Bagley is a world that you can just access with any sim. There's no special conditions required to access it, so yeah, just right off the bat, it's just not something that really fits with that tweet. It still could have made sense if there was a place in Henford-on-Bagley that was a secret lot, like say Sylvan Glade in Willow Creek, but that didn't happen either. At this point, I have two different theories for what was going on here. One that is pretty disappointing, and one that's more optimistic. So the one that is more likely the case, I think, is that this was a hint for City Living being the very first expansion pack to be part of that trial feature that they started doing this year. With the trial, you're able to play an expansion pack for free for about the length of a weekend, and the City Living one did happen on April 30th, which is not all that long after that hint took place, which was April 23rd. Some of you did guess at this after the trial came out, and I denied it very hard because, like, are you kidding me? This would be such an underwhelming outcome. Like, I don't think they really needed to hint at something like a demo, but it does fit because there is the whole start of that thread where SimGuru George says, it's Friday, you can only play in one world until Monday morning. And what world do you choose? And you could maybe fit it with the whole Redacted thing. You could say, you know that San Myshuno only works if you are playing with Trial Sims and the new Trials feature, or maybe just say Trials. It still seems a little strange to have San Myshuno Redacted because it was something that has already been in the game for years, but in the context of the Trials feature, I guess that's what they ended up doing. The timing does make a lot of sense, and it actually kind of goes with the tweet thread, but more so the first one than the later stuff with all of the Redacted. So I think it is like a 98% chance that this is what actually happened, as disappointing as it is. Usually when the SimGurus are all like Redacted, it's in reference to content that has not been announced yet, that is completely new, rather than doing something new with something old. But I do still have that second theory, which does feel overly optimistic, and especially after doing the first part of that video in denial, but I'll talk about it anyways. And it's that it could actually be a genuine hint at a new occult and a new world. It's just that got pushed back because of the pandemic. It is rather odd that we only got one expansion pack this year, and to an extent, only one game pack, even though that is what happened last year, but it's also happened where we got 2 game packs in 1 year. Back when I was initially speculating about all this, I thought there was a good chance that we get an occult game pack in the fall, just a little bit before Halloween, kind of like how we already did with Realm of Magic in the past. And it also kinda helped that with the game pack that we got last year, Journey to Batuu, that came out in September, but we ended up getting Dream Home Decorator at the very beginning of June. When that did happen, I was thinking, okay, it is still the middle of the year, so I don't think it would have ruled out a second game pack for the year, but nope, we unfortunately did not get one. I could be wrong about this, but I think we will see the next game pack before the next expansion pack, because with the expansion packs, those are their sort of like really big ticket items for the year, and well, I don't think they would put that out so soon after the holidays because people are still financially recovering, and that's why gaming in general tends to be very slow for the first few months of the year. However, that does not seem to stop EA from usually releasing a stuff pack in January, and one year we even did get the Vampires game pack in January, so it is still in the realm of possibility that we could get a game pack fairly early on in the year. And as much as EA seems to adore kits at the moment, I think they can only do that for so long. The packs do exist still. Also, since we did not get a new occult this year, I think logically that does raise the chances at least a little bit that we'll get a new occult next year, because it has been quite a while since we got a new one, and at least for me personally, I am hoping that we get one more before the game ends. So maybe, just maybe, SimGuru George's tweet was hinting about an occult pack all along, it's just that it got delayed, so unfortunately, it didn't really fall into the more convenient timing of it coming out within the same year. Or maybe, getting even more outlandish, both of these theories are right, because it does make a lot of sense for it to go along with Trials, but maybe in hindsight, if they put out another occult in the near future, it could also fit. Maybe it is an occult that can access a secret world that normally only they can get to. Either way, hopefully we do get an occult in 2022. I'm hoping the most for werewolves because I'd really love to have body hair back, as well as lunar cycles. That could be another really fun way of having the passage of time represented in game. Just don't have the zombies and the full moon again, because I did not like that. And also for Fake Gamer Girl, because basically her with werewolves is like with me and cars, so also for her sake, please. But anyways, that wraps up this video, so feel free to let me know in the comment section below what you think those tweets from SimGuru George were all about in the end. And be sure to subscribe if you'd like to keep up with my latest gaming content, including life simulations and more. So I will talk to you all later, and have a great day. Thanks for watching!